Al-Tamimi. Muhammad ibn Sayyid Al-Tamimi died in 990, known by his kunya Abu Abdullah, but more commonly as Al-Tamimi, was a 10th century physician who came to renown on account of his medical works. Born in Jerusalem, Al-Tamimi spent his early years in and around Jerusalem, where he studied medicine under the tutelage of two local physicians, Hassan ibn Abi Waim, and a Christian monk, Amba Zechariah ben Thawaba. Al-Tamimi possessed an uncommon knowledge of plants and their properties, such that his service in this field was highly coveted and brought him to serve as the personal physician of the exiled governor of Ramla, Hassan bin Abdullah bin Turk al-Mastuli, before being asked to render his services in Old Cairo, Egypt. Around 970, Al-Tamimi had settled in Old Cairo, Egypt, and there prospered in his medical field, writing a medical work for the vizier, Yaqub ibn Kilis, born in 930, died in 991, a Baghdadi Jew who came to work in Egypt under the auspices of the Fatimids. He specialized in compounding simple drugs and medicines, but is especially known for his having concocted Atheria, reputed as a proven antidote in snakebite and other poisons, which he named Tariq al-Farq, the antidote of salvation, because of its exceptional qualities. Medical works. Al-Tamimi's most prized medical work is the guidebook to basics in food nutrition and the properties of non-compounded medicines, known also under its abbreviated name, Al-Murshid, of which only portions have survived. This work, which treats on the properties of certain plants, antidotes, and minerals, has laid the foundation for subsequent works written on medicine by other authors, particularly that composed by Ibn Abata in Cairo d. 1148-646 in which he treats on various antidotes used to remedy poisons inflicted by snakebite and scorpion stings, and an important Arabic treatise on antidotes for poisons written by Ali ibn Abd al-Aim in Syria in 1270-669 Hijri, entitled Dkr Tariq al-Farqa Memoir on Antidotes for Poisons, where he quotes from Al-Tamimi's works, some of which are no longer extant. Maimonides, born in 1138, died in 1204. The Jewish rabbi and physician also made use of his works, and is quoted as saying of him, "This man who was in Jerusalem, and whose name was Al-Tamimi, composed a book, calling it Al-Murshid, that is to say, guide that which leads aright." They say that he was a man of a great learning experience. Now, although most of his words were accounts drawn from others, and occasionally he would by bringing down the words of others, nevertheless he has generally mentioned many peculiar remedies in the nature of foods, what are seen as affecting many cures for ailments. I have therefore deemed it fitting to speak of them, what seemed to me of them to be right in foods and in medicines. Although only portions of Al-Tamimi's seminal work have survived, a section of the book, chapters 12, 13 and 14, which treats on rocks and minerals, including asphalt, is today held at the Bibliothèque Nationale de France in Paris, in manuscript form, Paris Miss. Number 2870, consisting of 172 pages. Other sections of Al-Tamimi's original work were copied by Ali ibn Abd al-Aim in 1270, now preserved at the U.S.N. National Library of Medicine in Bethesda, Maryland. Spanish-born pharmacologist Ibn Abata cites Al-Tamimi some 70 times. Abstracts of these manuscripts have been published in Hebrew by Yaron Serra and Zohar Amar of Bar Ilan University. In the book, The Land of Israel and Syria as described by Al-Tamimi, Al-Tamimi's works on materia medica are an invaluable source for understanding the curative remedies that were in use in Syria and Palestine during the early Muslim period until 1099. They often relate to the daily life and beliefs of the local residents, as well as the practical usages of plants, particularly in the region of Greater Jerusalem and the Dead Sea Basin. He also sheds light on the process of Islamization of Jerusalem and its environs during that period. Al-Tamimi's Tariq recension is of particular importance to botanists, as he describes in great detail the recognizable features of the plants used as electures, as also the proper season for gathering such plants. His other important medical works include
MDDATULBQFIL Farsad ILWA Tarus Min RR ILAWB the extension of life.
By purifying the air of corruption and guarding against the evil effects of pestilences. A book written for his friend, the Fatimid Vizier, Yaqub Killers. Maklar FMHYATUL Ramar WA Asper WA Elder Treatise on the Nature of Ophthalmology and its types, causes and treatment.
FAA ARS WA Rain AI Nux the beloved of the bride, and the frequent basil of souls.
MYFDASFKUL Aham the key to pleasure in all worries. Several works on how to compound theria.